back to another video of Star Citizen. We are back with Freelance. Star Freelance? I don't know what they call it anymore. Freelance Star, or Star Freelance, whatever. I've decided I'm going to take...
Dad, can I have a pet?
A pet? We live on a starship, Cora. Pets and starships don't always mix so well.
Let's see if I take Sam with me. Where is he? Is he in here? Sam. Sam. I heard you. Where did you go? Sam.
I'm listening.
Oh, there's Cora. Aha, there we go.
I hope Cora doesn't get too much underfoot.
Are you ready to head back out?
You know me. I'm always up for the next adventure.
Sam, you two better have some good adventures to tell me about later on.
Adventure is my middle name. Well, not really, but now I kind of wish it was.
Sorry, you can't have that middle name, Sam. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's go and get out of the ship. Come on, Sam, we are on our way. I'm gonna be working for your village again. What is with this village being so laggy? Maybe. How'd I go there? Oh, this is where I could go.
Not everyone gets to say they work.
Oh, hello.
What's the story on Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagoner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagoners off their land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. For the time being, yes, but you could still be in danger. That's why we need to fill in some blanks. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm?
They were tough, probably mercenaries.
If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm? Hope Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. They also said something about being forgotten. They seemed bitter about it, resentful. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? Any of that sound familiar?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway.
What happened to the battle new? Could those be veterans for the 1st Cavalry?
I suppose it ain't impossible, but it's real damn unlikely. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the few that survived ended up in prison after a court-martial for disobeying orders. I don't recall how long the sentence was.
Still doesn't explain what the wagons
No,
for.
it doesn't. Just raises more questions. It's a good bet that starship thief can help us get some answers. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech.
Already spoke to him.
He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. Good. The last thing I need is the Council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montero Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Alright, looks like we're going to the Poly orbit. Polos orbit? Anyway, I'll catch you back in the ship.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Freestar Ranger Nia Kalu. If anyone is hearing this, systems failing. Need help. I collective space. And that's it. You're cleared to land at Hopetown.
Let's just dock to these guys then. Thank you. What happened to you? And your ship?
Please tell me you're here to help. Not to try and steal my ship.
I'm Ranger W2 I just signed up.
Yeah, well, if you want to keep that badge, then don't get any ideas. This old girl and I have been through a lot together. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs.
I'll see if I can get you flying again.
Just patch her up enough to get to Hopetown. The rest can get fixed up there. Thanks. I owe you one.
Rangers always got each other's back.
Right. I guess time to repair ship. Oh god. Oh, well, looks like we're done this one first. Yep, we just press a button. And patch the panel. And pushing over button. Lever, okay, there we go, lever. Or Sam's just up and down ladders.
Thanks. That should get me home.
Those are those ships still to be dealt with.
You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen.
Just tell me where they're heading, I'll hand it.
They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha. Good hunting.
Alright. And off the ship we go again. Up from this. Right, that's weird. Away we go. Oh, even a big fat chip.
You've taken down their shields.
That really wasn't difficult. And off we go to the planet.
Landing struts primed. Retro's firing.
Oh, I'm gonna look at this ship. It is a wee bit of a colour paint job, because it's all over the place right now, but for now, well then, Hopetown we are. I remember being here last time.
I don't want to hear any complaints. Excuse me.
Hopetown and Hopetech. You better hope it works.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust?
No trouble at all.
Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened them up for you.
No,
You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free. His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
You know, I've already spoke to Rob before. You can help with projects.
Trucks in space. Their motto always cracks me up.
Ron
So
Hope isn't
Hopetech
just the
stands for?
founder and president of Hopetech. He's on the Council of Governors. The council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't fire him up. I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man. Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect. All the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
You know, that's a valid point. I absolutely hate the top floor, so, like, you have to travel so many stairs, you have to go up past people, just chuck me just behind the receptionist and a nice hidden wall, and that'd be good.
I guess I could offer a double shift. It'll push payroll pretty high, but I think it's a worthwhile trade-off. As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Well, talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Bridget. That's a point of great personal pride.
Question it.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Freestar Rangers. At last! Damn, good to see you, Mia. I think we're done here, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Freestar Ranger. We certainly could use more of you.
Alright.
I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better.
I found your stolen ship in Montana Luna.
That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors. I'm glad we understand each other.
I'd take Ron Hope over Benjamin Bayou any day of the week. Looks like we got a job to do.
Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind.
The ship was delivered to a group of men who were trying to acquire a farm.
Though what happened after the ship was taken doesn't concern me. What does concern me is making sure that this doesn't happen again. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can.
Why didn't anyone report the theft?
Because I told them not to.
Why?
If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist.
The thief had inside help. Know anything about that?
What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. HopeTech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know.
Was there anything unique about the ship stolen?
No, nothing at all. It was just a standard HopeTech cargo holder. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. HopeTech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes.
Did anyone see the thief?
We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen.
I don't think we're done here.
Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
You've got a reputation for looking after your own, Mr. Hope. I'm sure the deputy here will keep that in mind.
Is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear it. I've worked hard to make sure that everyone here is well cared for. I'm glad we understand one another.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Oh, not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
Sure. Oh man, I tried to mute that, but it didn't happen.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail.
It's enough to go on.
Let's hope. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there.
Thanks for setting up the meeting.
No problem. Good luck on Neon, Deputy.
But what I'll do is I'll end this bit here and we'll continue back once we're at Neon. So I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace out.